I'm just back up for a second before I move forward. So we got some results of our screenings that took place in Auburn Arena last Saturday. We had about 85 men get screened for prostate cancer, and as you would expect based on the numbers, 1 in 9 men are going to screen for it, and we actually notified 10 individuals that their numbers were high and that they needed to go get checked. And oftentimes these things hit home, and one of the 10 is a very good close personal friend. It's just a continued reminder that the best way to outlive cancer is to get it detected early, and we just can't never stop sending out those reminders, because you just never know when somebody's going to just get tired of hearing the reminder and just up and do it. And I would just say this, that it's more for your family and than it is sometimes for yourself. So thank you to the Sly Foundation and
Urology Center
the Urology Center of Alabama for their incredible volunteer work and helping us make a difference and save lives. So tomorrow is our Letterman's game. We are always excited about honoring our Letterman. This year we're going to be honoring the 1960 SEC champions, coached by Joel Eves. Jimmy Fibby and Ray Groover will be in attendance. Those guys are both all SEC, and they're members of the Auburn Hall of Fame. And I guess by my account, they would probably be somewhere in their upper 70s right now. And so excited about having that team back and honoring them tomorrow. We have a reception tonight at the Auburn Hotel. A reminder that there is a very unofficial 11 p.m. curfew for the Auburn students in the jungle. I don't know what the penalty will be for violating that curfew, since it is unofficial, but I need them there early. We're going to be grilling up Conecuh sausage and serving Minute Maid orange juice, thanks to our friends at Coca-Cola. So I typically can get out there at about 9:15 based on our walkthroughs and film and things like that. Doors open at 9:30, and I'm sure the students will have been in line a lot sooner than that. LSU's a real deal. They got a terrific coach, and they got real dudes. They're 28 in the net right now. They've won 24 out of the last 27 SEC games. Last year's defending regular season champions. They've won 6 SEC games so far this year by 4 points or less. I think that's attributed to like Skylar Mays and who he is as a student athlete and as a great competitor. They lead the league in field goal percentage at 48%, which is 20th nationally. They're 6th in the country in offensive efficiency. They score 80 points a ball game. They're the best offensive rebounding team in the league, them or Mississippi State. And last year they out-rebounded us 48-35, including 23 offensive rebounds. We played really well at LSU last year, and it was a last possession game. We had a couple of really good looks from 3. Unfortunately, those shot attempts did not go. But I'll tell you, looking back, it was one of the best games we played. And for us to be able to get these guys today, we'll have to do the same thing. Probably got the best starting lineup, I think, overall, top to bottom, which makes for some real difficult matchups for us, and hopefully we'll have some matchups that are difficult for them too. But should be a just when you think you can't get any better than college game day in Kentucky, all of a sudden LSU comes in here and we got a chance to play them for first place.
But potential to be one of the more physical games, just because you guys are 1 and 2 in offensive, very good defensive rebounding,
Yep.
and you guys both like to get to the basket.
I would imagine that would be the case. Both teams like to get to the basket, attack the rim. Both teams rely on offensive rebounding. Neither team is great from 3, so It's going to be difficult to score in and around the basket. Probably going to be a tough game to officiate for that reason. Yeah, I would say it's probably going to be just by virtue of the size factor and the athleticism. Boy, they're really athletic. They're really bouncy.
How do you talk to your team about fighting for the SEC championship and also trying to take it week for week?
Well, we talked about the fact that this was moving week last week, and we said that we needed to win these games to have a chance to compete for the championship. So nothing's changed. It doesn't really matter from a standpoint of whether we are able to get into first place after this game or not. What matters is that this is a team that's going to be competing for the championship. This is the only time we'll play them in the regular season. This would give us a leg up, but there's nothing new prior to us going to Arkansas and winning, and then prior to them going to Vanderbilt and losing. I had said, and I say I don't like to be proven right sometimes, but I don't mind it every now and then. I told you that the best teams in our league could beat the teams at the bottom or the top. I just said I don't think that. Forget about best or worst, bottom or top. Vanderbilt was at the bottom of our league, and they were able to beat the team at the top of our league, and it just doesn't come to any surprise. Vanderbilt almost beat us in here. Vanderbilt played great against Florida at home, played great at Kentucky. It was just a matter of time. This isn't about an LSU breakdown. Yeah, it's not a good loss because of the math. LSU is better than Vanderbilt, but they're not that much better than Vanderbilt. That's how these teams in our league are built.
You talk about matchups. What are some of the toughest matchups against LSU?
Well, it's like who does Javon McCormick guard? They're all big guards, and then who does Isaac Okoro guard? He's been so effective on guards, and yet, LSU's got a dominating front line. You're going to see one of the better forwards in our league. You're going to see. I think I haven't looked at all the freshmen in our league, Cody, but I would venture to say that Isaac and Trendon are two of the top 5
Yes, they are.
in our league. And I don't like to say it because I've not studied enough I don't want to forget somebody, but I've known Trendon, since I got here. We recruited him hard. Great family, great kid, Mountain Brook, checks all the boxes, for what we look for in a player, and just could never get over the hump. But he's having a great year. They've done a really good job. Trendon's a really good player. He was extremely well coached in high school, obviously at Mountain Brook. And I think Coach Wade has taken it to another level. I think he's really done a good job with Trendon. And their family has got to be pleased with how he's playing.
Any success in getting McCormick to stick with 55?
No, I'm happy for Javon, and in this sense, there's a lot on your point guard, and we obviously he didn't play great at LSU last year. Waters was picked him a couple times, and I know that stuck in his craw a little bit. But he played great down the stretch at Arkansas, and that made a huge difference. And so, I know he feels the pressures and the responsibilities, so on and so forth. He's just got to do what he does and get downhill and use his speed and his quickness and his athleticism. I'm challenging him to step up defensively and not get big Boyd in. And so I know he's doing the best. He's doing the best way. Whether he's wearing 5 or 55, he's giving his best.
Very good.